Good morning, friends. It's Becky. Welcome back to my channel. On my channel, I am going through what I am calling my good midlife crisis, where I am journeying through my 40s and I am working on getting my poop in a group. To do this, I have been working on my financial, my physical, and my mental health, and today's video is going to be a physical health check-in. Today is Wednesday. I am in my bathroom and we are going to do a weigh-in. Excuse me. The way I typically do this is I give you a little sum up of my week so far, and then I step on the scale, and then I flip you around and I show you what I look like in the mirror. And if you are new to my channel, thank you so much for clicking on this video and checking me out. And if you are not new, thank you so much for clicking on this video and watching another one and sticking with me on my journey. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you for doing this and being here with me. So for this week, yesterday, if you are new, I have been having a lot of stomach issues and I don't know what they are. And I went to a GI a couple of weeks ago and he ordered some labs and some tests. So yesterday I had my first test and they drew, y'all, I have never had that much blood drawn in my life. Like vials that were this big, and there were like 8 or 9 of them. And people who have chronic diseases, that probably isn't a lot. I don't know. But to me, that was a lot of blood. And so I was like, I don't know what they're looking for, but they should be able to find it. And I also had a fibro scan, which I've never heard of. And I guess they were just checking my liver. I thought they were going to look at where my gallbladder was, but apparently it was just for my liver. And I'll go into more detail on Saturday, but I had both of those things done yesterday. I don't know any of the results yet, so we'll see. And then tomorrow, which is Thursday, I don't even know what day tomorrow is. I don't know what day today is. Tomorrow's the 15th. Tomorrow's Thursday the 15th. I have my endoscopy. So the thing I am least looking forward to for that is having to be there at 5:30 in the morning, because it is 7:30 in the morning and I am tired. I will have already, I'm sorry, I have to be there at 6:30, not 5:30. I will have already been there for an hour. So I'm not looking forward to that. Plus I can't drink any water. Like I can't have anything in my stomach. So I can't even have water when I wake up. And I always wake up just parched. So I'm really not excited about that. But I am excited to find out what's going on and to get this all under control. So I don't know that I'll have any updates by the time Saturday comes around. But if I do, I will definitely share them with y'all. For now, for this week, I have been back on my Found medication. It did come in, so I've been taking that, but I still feel like I'm bloated this week. I was complaining about it last night. Nathan said my fingers didn't look bloated, but they feel bloated, and I've been eating a whole lot of salty food, so I don't know. I feel like I'm retaining a lot of water, so we'll see what this weight looks like. Last week, I was at 288.0, so I don't know if this is going to be slightly up or slightly down, or I have no idea where I am this week. My eating habits haven't really changed. I haven't had a flare-up since last Friday. If you watched last week's check-in, you'll know I did have a flare-up on Friday, but I talked about that in last week's video because I summed it up on Saturday. So, all right, without further ado, I'm going to turn you around. We're going to get on the scale and we're going to see what I am weighing this morning. Alrighty guys, here we go. Oh, I almost missed it again. Well, it thought about giving me last week's weight, but then it didn't. 288.2. I'm okay with that. And then me in the mirror in my PJs, and y'all, again, with the other ones, it still fits me just fine. But it is getting looser, so I'm very happy with that. Very, very happy with the progress I'm making. Okay, here comes Saturday, Becky. I'll see y'all in a second. Saturday, Becky here. So, fun fact, I just finished filming that whole, the part you're fixing to watch. I just finished filming that. And then I realized that I didn't even talk about my weight. So let's do the weight real fast, and then we'll get into the part where I talk about my health updates. So as you can see from this, I am up 0.2 pounds. Totally fine with that. I've had a lot going on this week, mentally and physically. So 0.2 pounds I'm fine with. And so that gives me a total of 13 pounds lost, which I am
100% fine with that. Okay, now let's jump to my health. Hi guys, it's Saturday Becky here. I am here to do a sum up and to give you an update on what I found out. I haven't really found out anything for sure, but what happened with my procedures this week. So Tuesday, as you saw, I mentioned it in my Wednesday check-in. Tuesday, I went and had they call it a fibroscan. I thought they were saying FibroScan, but apparently it's FibroScan. And it's kind of like an ultrasound where you like lay on a table and they put some jelly on you. But it's not like an ultrasound in that there's like this pulse that comes out. And it kind of felt like being punched repeatedly in the ribs by like a very small child. And you had to lay very uncomfortably, like try to get yourself into a C, but you can't bend, you can only twist, and because they're trying to look at your liver. And they are checking for fatty liver because I am obviously obese and I have been obese for years. And he just wants to make sure because in some of my labs, I had some highly elevated liver enzymes, which could indicate gallbladder issues, but I don't have a gallbladder. It could indicate gallstone issues, but it could also indicate actual liver issues. So he wants to check my liver. So that's what that was. I don't have any results for that. And then Thursday, they did an endoscopy. And that is where they put you to sleep and they put like a camera down your throat into your stomach, into your very upper, like the very beginning of the intestine or the colon. I don't know, the colon, I guess, like where your stomach just empties into it. And they check that out. And so I don't have results yet, but my doctor did tell me after the procedure when I was awake, before they released me, I saw the IV in, which a little black and bluish from my IV, but I guess that's not that bad. When I was awake, but before I had been released, he came in and showed me the pictures that they had taken, because they take pictures, which mean nothing to me. Because again, I work in medical, but I am not medical, so I don't really know what that means. And he said that they took some biopsies and they found, I'm going to find the word. I think you can still just see me, but I am looking up a thing. So I have a website pulled up. It starts with a V. There's villi. It's like these little hair things in your colon. What is it called? You'd think I would have had this ready to go, but then you wouldn't be familiar with Becky's videos now if you thought that. Would you? Okay. Oh my goodness, that's a tiny picture and I am a blind person. I don't know. Anyway, there's these like hair things in your gut that they're supposed to like wave and they help you absorb nutrients of the food you eat. And sometimes they lay flat. And if they lay flat, that indicates celiac disease. And mine are laying flat. And y'all, I am like gluten's #1 fan. I have a cousin who's gluten intolerant. His mom has celiac disease. My aunt has celiac disease. And I have a cousin who has, I don't think he's ever been officially diagnosed, but he avoids gluten. And whenever we go to a restaurant and he's like, ask for gluten-free menu, I'm like, I'll take his gluten. Give me his extra gluten. I love bread so much. So I'm really hoping that it's not that, but he thought it was that, or it could possibly be chronic peptic ulcers due to H. pylori. But literally right before I started filming this, I got a notification that I had results back. And again, I'm not medical, but I have read a bunch of medical paperwork before because I do work in medical and I used to do intake, which means, like when new patients came onto our services, I would have to kind of skim their paperwork and see what services they would need, and I would see if we could treat them. So I have read hundreds of thousands of pages of medical paperwork. I don't understand what all the words mean, but I'm familiar with the medical paperwork. And this one, from the way I am reading this, looks like it was negative for H. pylori, which I had a little mini breakdown right before I filmed this video because I was really hoping for ulcers. But because I would prefer ulcers to celiac. And again, that being negative, or that me thinking that that's what that says, does not mean I have celiac disease. And I eat gluten all the time, like all the time. It's not like I'm sick every day. I'm only sick randomly. So maybe it's just a gluten intolerance. Maybe I'm not actually celiac, and maybe it's just every once in a while something that's in. So I've started to try to keep track of when I'm having little attacks. And of three of the attacks that I have had have been after eating something involving pancakes and sausage. So I don't know if it's pancake, I don't know if it's syrup, or I don't know if it's sausage, but 3 of the times I've been sick. Now, to be fair, I have eaten those things many, many times, even during all of this happening, with no reaction whatsoever. And that's what's so confusing to me about this whole stomach thing. It's not like I can say, oh, if I eat that Jimmy Dean sausage on a stick, I'm going to get sick, so I'm going to stop eating that. It's like I eat it for breakfast on Tuesday, I eat it for breakfast on Thursday, and I eat it for breakfast on Monday, and on Monday I get sick. Why did I get sick on Monday? One time I had a McGriddle, and I ate it for breakfast one Sunday, and then I stopped on my way to church the next Sunday and got it, and that Sunday I got sick. I hadn't gotten sick the Sunday before. So it's not like I'm eating it every day and I'm building up an intolerance to it. It's like every once in a while, and one time I'll eat it, I'll be fine, and one time I'll eat it and I'll be horribly, horribly, violently ill and in a whole lot of pain. I can't find a common denominator. So I don't know. But that was the update. They are leaning towards celiac. So if I have celiac, that means I'm going to have to start revamping what I eat significantly. And I'm going to be quite honest, I don't think that I am capable of cutting out gluten fully, at least not right at first. I'm 42 years old, I'm kind of set in my ways. And I didn't realize, I thought it was a normal thing, but maybe it's not a normal thing, that you don't serve bread with every meal. But in my house growing up, my mom told me that it was a my dad thing. So, my dad loved bread. My dad would just go. We kept our bread on top of the fridge. My dad would go to the refrigerator, get a piece of bread, ball it up, and just snack on that. Like, seriously, form a little bread ball and just eat that, like, as a snack when he was munchy. That's what my dad, we're a bread family. And so me trying to cut out bread completely, oh my goodness, French loaf and Jimmy John's breads. Now, I know Jimmy John is a controversial person. Don't support the person. But man, that man knows how to make some bread, because his sandwiches are good. So I don't know. I don't want to give up this stuff completely, but I don't want to be sick. I guess I'm just going to have to I'm going to wait. I'm going to stop jumping ahead of myself. It could be weeks before I have any actual answers. And again, even if they do diagnose me with it, I mean, I had carbs yesterday. I keep calling them carbs, but gluten. I had gluten yesterday. And I'm not sick. Like, my stomach doesn't feel fantastic, but I'm not sick. I'm not in pain. I'm not having any, symptoms. I'm fine. I am a little uncomfortable, but maybe it's just me because I have a really high pain threshold. Y'all are just listening to my stream of conscience. Just so you know, this is me just working through this, and you get to watch. I don't know. So I don't know what's going on, but I am a little bit closer to having some answers. And I'm so sorry, I can't remember your name. I saw you posted. Let me just look, because I saw the comment come in this morning. But I haven't had a chance to respond. So let me look at my comments. I'm pulling up my YouTube studio. Managing Mona's Moolah. Mona. So I guess Mona commented that paying $400 out of pocket for an endoscopy, it seems like a lot. So the reason that I have to pay so much out of pocket is because I have a high deductible insurance plan, which means I have to pay, I think my high deductible it's only $2,800, which is a pretty low high deductible, considering most of the high deductibles I've seen are between $500 and $7,500. But this one was only $2,800. But I have to pay $2,800 before anything other than my annual, cancer mammogram, pap smear, like regular routine screenings and my annual physical. Those are covered 100%. Nothing else is covered at all until I have met my out of pocket. So if I go to get a lab, I have to pay. So not $400 is actually, well, that's less. That's half of it. So $800 for the exam. I have a $500 lab bill coming up from all the labs they drew. I have another like $300 lab coming up from all the labs that they drew when I went to the doctor the first time for all of this. I've just requested an itemized invoice, so I'm waiting on that. But I do medical billing, so I want to make sure that they are putting the right codes. And actually, don't think they did because they coded them as emergent, and this was not an emergent. I was at a doctor's visit. I wasn't in an ER. Anyway, complete side note, but the reason I have to pay so much is because I have a high deductible plan. Fortunately, most places understand that a lot of people have a high deductible plan, and so like if you're willing to put a percentage down, like the facility, the hospital required that I put 50% down, and then they allow me to just pay it off. I could have done all the way up to 12 months, and it got the payments down to like $23 a month, but I can do $50 a month, so I just want to get it over with. And if I pay more, I can pay it off faster. It's not like it's a loan that they're going to charge me a penalty for paying it off. But this way I can make sure I can work $50 into my budget. And then also, I don't know how you say your name, I'm sorry, No Saram commented about 2 hours ago, talking about the car. So you are not wrong, and I have had the same thought. And her comment was that maybe I should reconsider the car since I have so many medical expenses coming up. And I agree with you. I have not canceled the car. It is still on order. And the reason that it is still on order goes back, and maybe you missed the Budget Mom one where I explained in detail what I was doing. There is like a 6 to 12 month back order on these cars. I don't want to cancel the car because I'm on like a 12-month waiting list. And by this time next year, hopefully this will be all under control. So at this point, all I am doing is saving for the car. I've paid the $1,000 to get myself on the list, and I can cancel that. But if I cancel it before 120 days, I lose $100 of it, which isn't a lot. And if they were to call me this weekend and tell me the car is ready, I would absolutely cancel it because at this exact moment, I am not ready to take on a car payment. But I don't want to cancel it until I can figure out I'm going to sit down, I'm going to redo my budget, I'm going to continue to try to put as much away a month as I can. I might drop it to $500 until things are settled. I'm not sure because I don't think my car payment's going to be $600 a month. I just am trying to save that much a month to be like over prepare for it and get myself more prepared and save more money toward it. So far that hasn't really worked because I'm having bills come in, but that's okay. Again, if they call me and tell me my car is ready, I'll just cancel it. I'll say, nope, never mind. Give me my $900 back and sell the car. But if they don't call me, I'm just going to leave that deposit there to keep my name on the list because hopefully by the time the car comes in, I will have figured this out. I will have finished paying off all of these procedures because even if I do have a diagnosis, I'm going to have to continue follow-up care, but I shouldn't need all these procedures, and the procedures are what are so expensive. I'm also looking at changing my insurance next year. Instead of doing the high deductible plan, I'll probably do the higher end, like actual PPO plan. That covers like where you just pay a copay, and that does cost more a paycheck, but it might be worth it for me in the long run. Or I'll start contributing a lot more to my HSA, which again is going to cut out, either way I do this, it's going to cut out money out of my actual budget. But as we can see, I have extra money in my budget. If you follow my budget. If you don't follow my budget, this doesn't mean anything to you. I'm just trying to tie. So I talk about being on a good midlife crisis where I'm working on my financial, physical, and mental health. And those three things, oh my goodness, I just realized my hands are backwards. I'm like, I am moving fingers and that is just the same fingers because it's all reversed to me. I was like, why are my fingers not moving? What's wrong with me? Becky needs coffee. So the good thing about having celiac, if that is what I have, is that I can have coffee again because y'all haven't had coffee in almost 3 months. This is tea. Also hook 'em. But I haven't had coffee in 3 months. And if I don't have ulcers, then I can start drinking coffee again. But anyway, those 3 journeys are so, so interconnected in a way that I didn't even recognize until I started this journey. So it's really hard for me to talk about my physical health journey without talking about my financial health journey because it affects it so much. And it's really hard for me to talk about my financial health journey without talking about my mental health journey because my mental health affects my financial health so much. And the same thing with the health, with mental, physical, and financial. They all 3. I mean, if I don't have enough money, I can't pay for my physical health stuff. That stresses me out mentally, which then affects my physical health, which then might affect my ability to work, which would definitely affect my financial health. Plus mental health, I am an emotional spender. And so when my mental health gets to a bad point, I just blow it like I did this time last year. I am trying very hard to keep a rein on my spending this year because I did overspend so much this time last year because I hit a bout of depression, which I talked about in my mental health. And it just hit me off guard. I've never been a depressed person. So I wasn't prepared. And I did I went on a little spending spree and I put myself thousands and thousands of dollars into debt. So I'm trying really hard to work on my mental health so that I can control both my physical and my financial health as well. But anyway, this video is supposed to be a physical health video. So this is going to be a long one, and I am sorry for that, but it is about 9:20. I need to get this video done, edited, and upload. I'm going to go to the gym. You'll see that. Wait, where is it? That hot air balloon? This is the hot air balloon I made for my nephew's baby shower. I'm so excited. I put it together last night. And the colorful, I don't think you can see, it's really dark, but you kind of see there's like a colorful one. That's the one I wanted to use, but they only came in a smaller size. I ordered it, but it was way too small. So there's the hot air balloon for baby Joe, and there's like the, I'll put a picture on too, but there's, all the Winnie the Pooh, the classic Winnie the Pooh stuffed animals are in there, and they're just chilling, going on a hot air balloon ride. So anyway, I have to go to the gym so that I can get my workout in because obviously I didn't go to the gym on Thursday because I had a procedure. And then I have to go to Sam's Club to fill up with gas so I can go in and see my mom. I'm going to pick up a couple of groceries. Then I'm going to go in to pick up my mom, and we're going to go to help set up for the baby shower that I'm not hosting because I have the games and I have some of the decorations, and I have the other half of the decorations. The other ones I already brought to them because I'm not hosting the shower. It's not mine. But I already gave them the rest of the decorations. I have some more decorations, and I have the games, and I have the game prizes. So I have to be there early. So I am going to go run my errands. Anyway, I am the queen of super long, detailed outros that everybody cares about. I hope y'all are having a fantastic day. Are you having any health issues? What's going on in your life? How is your weight loss journey going? If you don't mind, please give this video a thumbs up on your way out. It really helps the YouTube algorithm. YouTube? It's YouTube now, y'all. YouTube algorithm know that this is content that is enjoyable to people who are looking for content similar to this. And if you have not yet and you are interested in following any of my journeys or all of my journeys, please hit that subscribe button. I don't know where the subscribe button, I think it's here, actually. Hit that subscribe button and come along with me. I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here. I hope y'all are having a fantastic day wherever you are, and I will talk to you later. Bye.